I'm going to show you how I 10x'd my views with Velio. I want to show you all the different tools and features and settings I use to get more views, even if I'm starting a channel from zero. Now, for those who don't know, I built Velio from the ground up by basically reverse engineering real strategies that I've actually used to get tens of millions of views across multiple channels. And it all starts here. There's three main features I want to show you, and then I want to show you proof of how they actually help you get views. Now, you can find the first one in our list by going to this tab here. Research. This is where we're going to find viral video ideas, meaning topics and formats, thumbnails and titles that are going to blow up your channel. But let's take a step back for a minute. Why does finding viral video ideas, particularly videos posted by other people, actually help us get views? Well, the most reliable, data-driven way I've found to actually start getting a hell of a lot more views on your videos is to take inspiration from other formats of thumbnails, titles, and ideas that have already performed really well. Now, you can't just take inspiration from any random video that goes viral. They have to have a certain set of attributes, which I'll talk more about later. But essentially, the reason we do this is because something that's gone viral is literally a real-time case study of what is working. I know some of us might feel a bit strange about taking inspiration from someone else's content. I was the same, but actually this is a really normal thing that all big YouTubers do. For example, once upon a time, MrBeast found this viral video. Not only did it have a lot of views, but it had the attributes that proved it was a good video to model. Again, we'll talk more about those attributes later. So, MrBeast made this video, and it blew up. And there were even other creators who found this and made their own takes on these videos that also blew up and got a ton of views. Another example would be Ryan Trahan. He found this survival video and made his own version. And while he's not directly copying these creators and the content in these videos is very different, can you see how it takes very heavy inspiration from something else that's already gone mega viral? By the way, this isn't just for big channels. I'll actually put some examples up on screen showing you small channels, including myself, who've done this and got a ton of views. So for your channel and your niche, how can you find these viral examples to take inspiration from? And also, what qualifies viral? What attributes should you actually be looking for? Well, that's where Velio's research tab comes in. And I want to quickly show you a strategy that can pretty quickly, for most channels, help you start getting 10 to 100 times more views than you're currently getting. And it takes 3 simple steps. Step 1, identify your framing words. What the hell is a framing word though? Well, they're short, usually 2 to 3 word phrases in a video title that tell viewers what kind of video it is. So like how to, I tried, top 10. These are all framing words because they don't actually tell you what the video is about. They don't talk about the topic, but they give you a rough idea of how it is that the content in that video is going to be presented to you. Like, is it a tutorial? Is it a case study? Is it a listicle video? Now, I know this is really confusing, so a couple more examples. Let's take this video. The title is How to Tie Your Shoe. The framing words are how to. They tell you that, hey, this video is a tutorial. The topic is tying your shoe. So the framing words are kind of like the container for the topic, but they do tell the viewer what kind of video it is. In this video, the topic is Call of Duty, and the framing words are funny moments compilation. In this video, the topic is 24 hours of military combat school, and the framing words are I survived. But hopefully you're starting to pick up the patterns. So what you want to do is essentially identify common sets of framing words for the kind of videos you create. For example, I'll put some up on screen for videos and channels that I've worked on. Once you've done that, we go to step 2. Going to come to the research tab. We're going to go up to this little search bar here. And what you're going to do is start typing in your framing words. So in this example, I might type in how I learned and then just hit enter. Now, as you can see, Velio is going to show us a bunch of breakout videos from different niches that use variations of the how I learned framing words. Now, there's some cool ideas here, and I'll show you how to actually use this information to practically get more views in a second. But first, I want to kind of filter these a bit to try and get the cream of the crop. So what we're going to do is come up to the button on the left-hand side of the search bar, click on that. It's going to give us our filters. Now, again, you have so many filters to play with in here. And as you start becoming a really talented YouTube researcher, you can start playing around with a bunch of these. But if you're just getting started, don't know what this means, just use some of the presets for now. So the plus 250K breakout preset is really quite good. So I'm just going to click on that and just come down and hit apply. It's going to filter our results, and now we can move on to the final step, step 3, which is actually finding ideas we can use for our channel. So for the sake of this, I'm going to need an example channel to pretend to be researching for. So let's say that we're doing research, we're trying to find viral ideas for a knitting channel. Now, because knitting is an education type channel, how I learned would be a framing word for knitting tutorial related videos. Think how I learned to crochet or how I learned patchwork. So what I'm going to do now is go through here and try and find viral how I learned-esque video ideas that would apply to my knitting channel. And here's an interesting video right here. And why this is interesting is because we can see this creator has 86,000 subscribers and yet got 818,000 views, even though the video was only posted a year ago. Now you might look at this and be like, Marcus, it's a gaming video. How is this helpful for my knitting channel? Well, you can take the data-proven format here and apply it to your knitting video. So for example, you could do, I wish I learned this 6,000 hours earlier. Change the thumbnail to something knitting related. And for the video itself, maybe you could just talk about, say, one of the biggest mistakes you made when you first started out that you only learned much later down the line. So that's a pretty cool idea, but there are just so many more here. For example, the one right below, how I learned English by myself in a lazy way without studying. Again, this is obviously not about knitting, but we could make it about knitting. I could make a video that's like how I learned to crochet by myself in a lazy way without practicing. Well, there's this video, 5 years of coding, everything I've learned. You could create a video that's like 5 years of knitting, everything I've learned. Now, again, there's just so many videos in here that we could go through. But one last thing I want to show you, and this is particularly useful if you start putting in your framing words and you're not getting a huge number of relevant results. What you want to do is find the most relevant result on the page, hover over it, and then click on Find Similar Videos. And what Velio is going to do is find all the videos that meet our filter preset that are similar to the video we just selected. And now you can see, because the video I clicked on was coding related, I have a bunch of coding related videos show up, and I can just scroll through all of these. Again, if I find ones that are even better, I can go similar videos on these that I can scroll through, model, and be inspired by. And to easily keep track of any interesting videos you find, just hover over the video, click on this save icon, and you can save the video to a folder so you can check it out later, organize it with tags, and even add a note to it. So there are a ton of different ways to use Velio. You probably would have seen there's so many different filters, but using the framing word strategy I just showed you is one of my favorite ways to consistently go viral by finding data-proven ideas, formats, titles, and thumbnails. You can see that in this example, I was looking for video ideas for a knitting channel, but I'm being inspired by coding videos. And so because you're taking formats from other niches and bringing them into yours, your content's going to feel really fresh and new and exciting to viewers in your niche, and your competitors are going to be scratching their heads being like, how is this person coming up with so many unique banger viral video ideas every single time? Welcome to the Save Videos tab, where you can capture, organize, and analyze all of your research in one place. I know, it sounds like the most boring feature ever, but this is actually the feature that I personally use the most out of every single feature on Velio. Because it's all well and good to do research, but if you don't actually store and analyze and use that research to take action, you might as well have not done that research in the first place. To get started with saving and organizing your research, you're going to want to create a folder. As you can see, I already have a bunch. But to create a new one, right now you have to go up to Manage Folders here and then click Create a New Folder and enter that folder name. But very soon there'll be a button just directly in this dashboard that you can just click to get to the same place. Once you have a folder, you can start actually saving videos to it. There's a couple of ways to do that. First, you can install the Velio Chrome extension, which means anytime you're on YouTube on your computer, you'll see a Velio button next to each video. And if you want to save, say, this video, you just click on it. If you're on your phone and you've got the Velio mobile app installed, all you do is find a video you like, click on the 3 dots, click on share, and then select the Velio app. And if you're in the Velio app itself, all you have to do is hover over a video and click on the little save button. Now, once you have the save video pop up on the left, you can select which folder or folders you want to save this video to. On the right-hand side, you'll also see tags, which will let you organize your video within the folder. So for example, let's say that this particular video I'm saving, I really like the thumbnail of it. I'm going to select the thumbnail tag, which is one of the inbuilt tags every account comes with. And if you come up here, you can click the Add Note dropdown to add a note for yourself later, and then just hit Save. And you'll be able to find that video again by going to your Save Videos tab and then clicking into whatever folder you saved it to. But up till now, none of this is actively helping us get more views. We're essentially just storing things. So let me show you how to actually make this useful. So let me go into this James Smith folder, for example. It has a bunch of business related videos I found and saved. Let's say I'm creating a video and I really need a good thumbnail for it. I can just go to my save video folder, click on the thumbnail tag, and it's going to show me all of the high performing videos and inspiration I've found that I've given the thumbnail tag to. And better yet, you can come over to the sort button and sort it by most to least views, which will now show me all videos I've tagged with thumbnail ordered from most to least views. And you can do this across the entire folder. You can do this with specific tags. But like you can see here, some of the videos that are showing up, they were posted quite a while ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. So what I might do is come over here into filters. I can set my filters to only show me videos tagged with the thumbnail tag that were posted in the last 365 days. So I can hit apply to that. And now you can see all the videos showing up. They have my thumbnail tag. They're ordered from most views to least views, but they were all posted less than 1 year ago. Welcome to the Save Channels tab. You've probably heard a lot of successful YouTubers talk about researching their competitors in their niche to find not just video ideas, but also trends. And this is something I've done on my channel. For example, at one point I was researching my niche and I noticed videos about YouTube Shorts tended to do well. Specifically, I found this video. And so just like I've taught you in other videos, I modeled it. And because it was modeled of a proven video idea, but on top of that, it had the power of a niche-wide trend behind it, it went on to get more views than the original video I actually modeled. And the Velio Save Channels tab makes it really easy to find trends like this for your niche and do a bunch more cool stuff, which I'll show you in a sec. So first, you want to make sure you're on Save Channels here. And if you don't already have one, you can come and click on the Create a List button. And there's 3 simple steps to doing this. First, you need to find all your competitor channels. Now, Velio is getting better and better at doing this automatically for you, but as of right now, transparently, it's not going to find absolutely everything. So what you want to do is just come to YouTube and start typing in search terms related to your niche. So let's say I was a Minecraft channel. I might come to YouTube and I literally just type in like Minecraft. And now I'm going to get a bunch of videos show up from, you guessed it, Minecraft creators. And what I'm going to do is start copying and saving the links of all of these Minecraft creators. So we'll grab this one, we can grab this one, we'll grab this one. Keep typing in keywords related to my niche and adding all the new channels I find. Once I'm done doing that, I'm also going to click into these videos. And then on the right-hand side, I'm going to scroll down and look at recommended videos. And this will help me find more related channels. So for example, there's this one. Copy the link, I'll chuck this in my doc. This one, I'll copy this guy, chuck this in my doc, which will help you find even more related channels. So I can see a couple of videos here. I'm just gonna open these guys up real quick, and then I'm just gonna go to them, copy the links of these channels, and add them to my list. Now, obviously my list right here is pretty small. I've only got 4. But if you're doing this for real, you literally want to go through and try and find every single major channel in your niche and link it in here. In my channel list, I'll often have a couple of 100 channels. I've even seen lists with 500 plus different channels. The more channels and data you have, the better results you're going to get with this strategy. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to keep these 4 and move on. Now I'm going to come back to my Velio Save Channels tab, and I'm going to click on the Create New List button. For the name, I'm just going to call this Minecraft and hit save. It's then going to prompt me to add a channel to track. So I'm just going to paste in the link and hit track channel. And now you can see this channel has been added to this list along with all of the videos this channel has ever posted. Now, if you're not seeing all of the videos, for example, in this case, this channel cuts off here. There could be 2 reasons. First is you have filters set. So I can see here, I've got the date range filter set. So I'm just going to turn that one off. And now I will see, for example, a lot more videos load up. But the other reason is if we haven't already got that channel in our database, it might take some time for Velio to actually go to that channel, scrape and pull all the videos off it, and then put it into a saved video list. Sometimes it can take up to 24 hours, but you only have to do this once. And then once it's all imported, it stays imported. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my list. I'm going to grab some of my other links. I'm going to come down here, click on add channel. I'm going to chuck that one in. Gonna chuck this one in. And now you can see I've got all 4 of these channels in my list along with their videos all loaded up down here. And there are so many cool things you can do here now, but I'm just going to show you for the sake of this tutorial 2 of my favorites. So first, once all of your channels are added in here and all the videos are loaded up, you can use this channel list to see which videos are getting the most views across your entire niche in one place. So to do that, I'm going to come across to my filters button here. I'm just going to select last 365 days and hit apply so I can see the videos that have worked the best across my entire niche in the last year. And then I'm going to go to sort and sort by views. And now I literally have a list ordered by views of the best videos in my entire niche in the last year. And you can use that to look for patterns. For example, I'm already seeing one. Look at this. Rainbow Friends versus Security. Mutant Spider versus Security. The Ultimate Doomsday Bunker versus Nuclear Missile. Pro versus Noob. The versus style videos, at least in the last year, are performing extremely well in this niche. And so if I was a Minecraft creator, I'd look at this and think, maybe I want to look into the versus format since it's performing so insanely well. Now, the second really cool thing you can do, I'm just going to get rid of my filter here, is use the save channel list to specifically research particular types of videos. So let's say I'm creating a noob versus pro video. I could come to my save channel list, come to the search bar and type noob versus pro, and hit enter. And now it's going to show me every video in my niche that has noob versus pro in the title. And I can scroll through here and get inspired by the titles that seem to work, the thumbnails that are working the best. I can click into these videos and see the intros that are working the best for these types of videos. For example, right off the bat, I can see a pretty clear pattern. Having a split screen versus thumbnail with noob on one side and pro on the other with a red headline seems to work incredibly well, at least in the Minecraft niche. So as you can see, you can view and very quickly analyze hundreds and hundreds of channels across your niche and look for patterns and trends in what's working well across the niche. Or you can even research specific topics or types of videos to see and learn from those top videos. So I hope this video was useful. If you ever need to watch it again, just go to Save Channels, click on the help icon, or you can go to the Learn tab where you can find this video and a ton of other resources that will actually help you get more views with Velio. But now it's time to get out there, create your first channel list, find your competitors, start tracking them so you can uncover trends and patterns that will lead to your first or next viral video.